What's up everyone? In my last video I introduced a new base. If you missed it, make sure you check it out when you have time. I'll place a link to it in the top right corner. In this video, I'll show you how to build that exact base. Well, kinda. I've made a few improvements to it. This build is for solo players, but you could run a duo out of it if you'd like. It is not intended to be a long-term base, but it certainly can carry you through an entire wipe. This build should not attract much attention, and that was one of my primary objectives. If you'd like to stay low-key when playing solo, this base may work well for you. Before we get into the build, there's something I'd like to discuss quick. In times like these, we need to remember to keep a positive mindset. Invest time into people you love, and hobbies that bring you inner peace. Keep an open mind, never jump to conclusions, and always do your own research. Most importantly, be careful who you trust. The walkthrough. The entryway contains a single airlock and has trade windows on both sides for maximum visibility. The first garage door is protected by a shotgun trap. There's also two small boxes to quickly drop loot in. Beneath the optional ladder hatch is the secondary loot room. I recommend using this loot room for less valuable items. The next garage door provides access to the bedroom. I recommend having a bed over a bag in base, which should be a given. You really need to consider having one as a solo player. The next two garage doors reveal our furnaces, tier 2 workbench, and some additional storage. This is your main living area. Finally, behind the double armored door lies our primary loot room and TC. To build this base in its current form, you would need 2,939 wood, 9,345 stone, 3,840 metal frags, and 208 HQM. I'll cover the build costs for each phase in depth at the end of each part. Here is what the footprint looks like. I like to get a TC down before I do anything else. That way I can stack resources in it until I'm ready to build the next part of base. TC placement is important, as it determines which way your airlock will face. The triangle will point in the exact same direction as the front door. The airlock will branch off the right side of the triangle. Place a raised triangle foundation. Add walls in the ceiling. Then place your TC. Add a door frame and a door. Part 1. The starter. Place a lower square foundation, then add both walls shown. Add half walls at the top of each, and one here, then place a wall frame on top. Add another triangle foundation, 2 more half walls, 2 wall frames, and ceiling tiles. You'll want to add all 3 double doors at the same time unless you enjoy the risk of having no airlock for a little while. Now we'll place deployables. You can fit 3 furnaces in the triangle. Make sure they are up against the wall all the way or you'll have trouble placing the last one. Remember to be extremely careful when entering and exiting if you have your furnaces loaded. Let's place some boxes for storage. One thing to note, when you place a large box or any other item too close to a raised foundation, you will not be able to upgrade the foundation without first moving the items. This will matter later on when we do our final upgrades. You should be able to fit 2 large boxes, a bag, grill, and 3 small boxes into the square. But item placement is all personal preference, so furnish the area how you'd like. Part 2. Main living area. Alright. To begin, Place a square foundation followed by a triangle foundation. Now add 2 walls, each with a half wall on top. Add another half wall here, then place a floor tile here and add a ceiling. Add wall frames. Upgrade everything to stone, then place 2 double doors. Ideally, you'll upgrade to garage doors later on. Now head to the other side of base. Add a triangle foundation, then close off the foundation by adding 2 walls, 2 half walls, and a ceiling. You can add a shelf here by using a floor triangle. Now let's furnish the base quick. I'm going to remove everything and start fresh. In a live scenario, you could leave the boxes where they are, but you'll want to make sure to pick up your bag because it will prevent you from adding a floor triangle above it. Once you're ready to expand loot capacity, head outside and place a temporary foundation with the half wall and floor tile as shown. Back inside, you can now add 2 floor triangles which will act as shelves and support 4 additional large boxes. I'm going to remove these double doors to get them out of the way of the camera. I'll upgrade them to garage doors soon. After adding the large boxes, place your workbench into this triangle. You can add a small box underneath it if you're patient enough. I like to put a grill and 2 small boxes above. Use this other room for whatever you prefer. I recommend placing a bed, small box, and grill. That's right, another grill. For the second loot room, you can fit 2 large boxes, two small boxes, and a shotgun trap. If you don't have a triangle ladder hatch available, consider placing furnaces to block access when leaving base. You won't have to worry about doing this after the next step, where we will add the primary airlock. Finally, make sure you replace any remaining double doors with garage doors as soon as you can. Furnish the base however you like. Customize the interior to fit your needs. Let me know what you've modified in the comments below. Part 3. Primary airlock. To add the primary airlock, place 2 triangle foundations, 2 wall frames, 2 door frames, then add half walls and a ceiling. Place 2 trade windows. Add doors in the orientation shown. Then head inside. Place a triangle floor tile here. Add a shotgun trap when you can, and then place 2 small boxes. Part 4. Honeycomb. Now let's add the necessary honeycomb, which will protect our TC and primary loot room. Add 3 triangle foundations in the locations shown. Add walls and ceiling tiles to each. Now get on top of base using a twig staircase. Add half walls to finish off the honeycomb. I recommend reinforcing the ceiling as well. Part 5. Upgrading. Upgrade the interior how you prefer. In my example, I upgrade the TC and primary loot room to HQM. As mentioned earlier, you'll have to temporarily remove anything next to the foundation to upgrade it. Placing the TC far back and straight on allows you to fit into the room by removing the door to upgrade the walls and ceiling. Make the door frame sheet when you are ready to upgrade to armored doors. The rest of the interior walls, foundations, and ceilings are all upgraded to sheet. Don't forget about the second loot room. There is one piece of external honeycomb that I recommend upgrading to sheet. It's the one that is protecting the TC. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor and hit that like button before this ends. It helps out a lot more than you realize. Let me know what you think of this build in the comments below. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.